Average of meteorological events observed in a place over a long period of time is called the climate. Nowadays, the climate is changing and the world is not well affected by it. Now, we do interview with 55 years old farmer. He will talk about the damage of the climate change.
The climate has changed. I won very few crops this year. 20 years ago, the same field yielded 5 or 6 timer. The crop of wheat I currently earn.
Guys, would you like me to show you climate change in practice?
They go to the dried up riverend.
What happened to her?
We used to come here for a picnic, but now there is not even water here because of climate change.
This place looks like your uncle's soil on TV.
Yes, my son is like that uncle said. The soil become dry and unproductive as the rainfalls have decreased.
So why is this happening?
Because of the activities that people do unconsciously.
So, what else do these activities lead to?
Melting of glaciers, global warming, it causes a change of seasons.
What is global warming?
Global warming is called a sudden warming of the weather.
What are the consequences of a change for season?
It should have snowed here this season, but there is no snow around. Some scientists say we can now go into the sea in January.
There was an uncle we were watching on the news, or he's having trouble because of it. It's in your notice. It is raining very little now, and they are running out of resources. If we're not careful, we may not have any weather in the future.
Father, that's what it's about when animals go extinct.
Yes, my daughter.
So what can we do to prevent them?
We can use things like perfume, deodorant less.
What are the harm of perfume?
Perfume and deodorant damage the ozone layer, which causes a greenhouse effect.
What is the greenhouse effect?
The greenhouse effect is that the temperature comes to our world and then doesn't go away.
Public transport should be preferred until most of the community has electrical cars, and filtering factory chimneys is crucial.
We must dispose of the finished batteries in battery collection boxes and rarely all them when the time comes, because these substances are mixed into the water and also when released into the wild, and the creatures that live here are adversely affected by this pollution.
These and many other activities by people like them negatively affect the environment, and as a result the climate, which is a big problem of our time. The change has arisen. If a little more focus is not done on this issue, bigger problems will arise.
If you remember, 10 years ago, we talked to Mr. Adnan. Now we are going to back him.
10 years ago, I had very few crops coming out of my field. But thanks to responsible people, I get 7 times the product I bought 10 years ago. I thanks responsible people.
And we thank you to those who pick up the garbage in the vicinity, who leave their cars and take public transport, who drive electric cars, to those who wear filters in the chimneys of their factories.
As you can see here right now, the river that has flowed for years has dried up due to climate change. Animals like frogs and fish here regulate our ecosystem, but the flowing river dried up because of the unconscious and environmentally damaging people here. Since the people living here realized the value of the river late, they couldn't protect the river in time. The environment complains about the situation and shows its reaction against us with climate change. In the past, the river was used for agricultural purposes. The dried river creates a bad image in the environment, and since there is no water, the creatures living here and benefiting from the water die due to thirst.